welcome. My name is Jeannie and today I'm going to be teaching you a chair yoga class. There are a couple things that you are going to need for today's practice. First and foremost is a chair. I'm just using a simple folding chair, but you can use any sturdy chair that you have access to that has a hard seat and is hopefully a supportive back. Also, I've got 2 blocks that I'm going to be giving you options with and a strap. Now you can find anything around your house that might help you, scarves, belts, cookbooks, videotapes. All they're going to do is assist you in your practice, and you can choose to use them or not use them, whatever serves you best today. So let's go ahead and get started. If you need to pause me to gather these things, go ahead and do that. So let's come into our practice. Today we are going to be doing stretches to increase the health of our spine. Our spine is an amazing part of our body, but if it is out of alignment or sometimes injured, it can cause massive pain to our whole life. So our goal is to keep it healthy, and this practice will help you with that. But please be aware that if any of these poses cause you pain, if you have a herniated disc or a slipped disc, just take it easy and listen to your body. And maybe try it in a day or week later, because every day is different for us. So come to a seat. Feet are just spread out, hip distance apart if that's comfortable, or wider, whatever you need to feel sturdy. Now, a big part of spinal health is to have the core support. So I want you to make sure that you are sitting up tall. And for this first couple of moments, not relying on the pressure of the back brace. So engage your belly, pull and draw the navel in. Try to lengthen your spine, and when you're ready, close your eyes. And just notice that when you have your belly engaged, when you've drawn that navel in, you might not be able to breathe quite as deep, but that's okay. We want to be aware of the support through our mid-body. Breathe into the spaces of your rib cage and even to the tip tops of your lungs. Take one more deep breath in and just notice how it sits and where it sits in your body. And then completely exhale and open your eyes. Starting with the top of our head, let's take a deep breath in and drop the chin to your chest. Feel the back of your neck lengthen. You can even really draw the chin in, feeling it stretch and breathing. Inhale, lifting the chin, lifting the gaze, looking up. Making sure to take this very slowly. Let's try that by itself one more time. Exhale, draw the chin to your chest. Inhale, lift and look up. Now let's make the movement a little bit bigger this time. As you draw your chin to your chest, poke your spine out behind you, rounding your back. You can even have a slight tuck to your tailbone. You'll probably even feel the back of your chair pressing into your spine. That's okay. And now inhale, pushing your heart forwards, leaning slightly towards me and lifting your gaze. Exhale, round your body. We're trying to make that C curve with the spine. And inhale, lift and rise. Let's do it 2 more times. Exhale. Inhale, moving with your breath. Exhale. And inhale. Coming back to neutral. Give your shoulders a roll. Back and then forwards. And then just turn your cheeks side to side. And just letting go of any tension that might still exist. Now, with your blocks close by, I want you to put one on each side of your chair. Start with the highest setting. Now be very careful of your shoulders. Make sure to listen to them. If it feels good, inhale, reach up as high as you can. And notice it's okay if they come slightly in front or to the side. It's okay if your palms are face down or face up. Just kind of fill it out. You might even come a little bit higher, or you might keep them at shoulder height. Wherever they are, I want you to exhale, lowering your right hand down to the block, and then lifting up. Maybe just let that left arm go straight up to the sky, tipping from the waist. And if that feels good, you can cascade the arm over, looking down, looking up, and finding as much length through the rib cage of the left side as you can. Now, coming back to center, just listen to your body, and now take it to the other side. And just pay attention. As I'm tilting, my arm's still not coming above midline, and that's okay. This still creates space throughout the body, but if you have more, reach it higher and breathe. Try not to hold your breath here. Now let's try that a little bit smoother on both sides, coming back out to center. Nice job. Inhale and exhale, finding the block, finding the position that works for you. Inhale and exhale. One more time. And back to center. Hands can come to heart center or find your thighs. And just take a moment to breathe it in. Now we've moved our spine in 2 different directions, forward and back, and side to side. There's one other way. I want you to move your spine to find your full range of motion before we get into strengthening your body. Again, we're going to lift our arms as much as they are comfortable. Can come right to shoulder height or even higher, wherever you feel safe and secure. And exhale, twisting around the body, all the way looking behind you. And just hold this stretch for a couple of breaths. You can grab onto the back of the chair, or maybe you're just grabbing onto the hip and just really working into your range of motion. Coming back to center, inhale, and exhale, twist to the other direction. Now let's move with our breath these next 2 times. Inhale, coming back to center. And exhale, twisting to the right. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, twist to the left. One more time. And coming back to center. Bring your hands down on either side of your chair. And I want you to scoot yourself to the front of your chair. So you're sitting on the edge, but you're still quite supported. And now open your feet into a wide straddle. You can go to either side, make sure the blocks are still right next to your chair. We're going to do those 3 movements with a wide straddle. So inhale, puff your chest forward, rolling forwards. You might notice that you can go a little bit more mobility to the front with your thighs open. And now round your body back, hollowing out, moving back. Just feel the difference between these 2 leg postures. And exhale. Still breathing. And still moving. Last time. Coming back to neutral. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, tip it to the right. Opening up your side body. Back to center. And exhale to the left. Remember, only do what feels good in your body. Turn the neck, turn the chin. If it feels good, you can even drop the blocks to a lower level. One more time on both sides. Now here comes the last movement for the spine, arms reaching out to either side. And as you exhale, twist back. Try to keep your knees pressing into the outer thighs and feet pointing outwards. Inhale, come back to center, and exhale. Moving with your breath, inhale and exhale. One more time. Coming back to center, and if it feels good, bring your feet back to midline. Sitting up nice and tall, checking to make sure your belly is still engaged. And I want you to close your eyes and feel everything that's going on in your spine. Notice what those movements have done, if it's caused you to be looser or stiffer. It's put any undue strain. Just be aware of what's going on. That's the first step into improving. Now bring your feet hip distance apart. We're going to take a deep breath in, again, lifting the arms as high as you feel comfortable. And exhale, fold yourself in half. You can reach for the blocks behind you and put them on either side of your feet, coming into a forward fold. You can choose the height of your blocks, or maybe your hands reach all the way down to the ground. Really allow your spine to round as you breathe in and let it go. when you're ready, press down through your feet and start to rise on up, sitting nice and tall in your chair. Now, let's go ahead and move the blocks to either side of the chair lengthwise. We're going to, using our hands, lift the hips off the chair and kind of scoot them to the right side where the right hip hangs off and the left hip is still nice and sturdy. And with your left hand, you can hold on to the side of the chair. Now I'm going to turn it sideways so you can see what we're going to do next. So as you see, my right hip is hanging off the chair and I'm still holding on and using my core support here. Now taking the right leg, extend it far behind you, pressing back, trying to lift the knee, stretching the front part of the thigh. Now, if this is too much, that's why we have the block right back there. You can just rest the shin on the block, just like that. But you want to make sure that the knee is as far back as you can get it. That will allow the best stretch. Other hand can be right on your waist. And just breathe here. Now, there are many reasons for back pain, but one of them is because you have tight hip flexors, and hip flexors are what's located right here in the front of your body. And we get those by sitting too much at office desks or just at chairs. And so if we can stretch the front side of our body, we allow our back to have more of a natural curve, and that reduces back pain in the lower region of the body. So just breathe. Make sure that there's no pain here, but that you do have sensation across the front of the thigh. One more big breath in. Now, if you can, I want you to take your right hand and bring it on the outside of the left knee. So across your body, think twist. Now rotate your shoulders and your body until you're looking around. You can even move your hand to the top part of the chair and use that to help you twist a little bit more. If you want more than that, you can bring the elbow down. You can even stack the hands into prayer and look behind you. See if you can lift the knee a little bit higher, straighten the leg, and breathe. One more breath in. Grab a hold of your support wherever it is. Rise on up and squeeze the back legs together. Now let's do that on the other side. So lift yourself up, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle to the left side of your chair till your left hip is off. Make sure you've got some stability with your right hand, whether it's around the back of the seat or the top of the chair, and swing the left leg back. Now we're breathing here. See if you can get a little bit more stretch. Bringing your heart in line with your front knee. Now when you're ready, take your left hand and bring it to the outside of your right knee. Now we're going to start to rotate your spine, looking away from me. Find the hand position that works for you. Remembering prayer is an option. Whatever feels best in your body. And then slowly bending the back knee, unwind, and bring yourself back to center. Now close your eyes and breathe. I want you to feel what sensations are going on in your body. It's good to know what each shape does within us. See if it opened you up a little bit more, or see if it created pain in your knees. Because then in the future, you will know how to modify or what to do in each one of these postures. Now, open your eyes and scoot yourself to the front of your mat, or front of your chair. It could also be your mat, because your chair should be on your mat. Now, just like we did at the beginning of class, I want you to open up your right knee out to the side, kind of in that straddle position, the wide squat. And then your left leg is going to slide back. And you're going to rotate your hip, lifting it off the chair. So most of my weight is on my right hip. If you need to sit back a little bit more, try to still keep the left leg straight and maybe just bring it in front of you a little bit more so you've got a more neutral line there. Now if you notice, my blocks are still behind my feet, and we did that on purpose. So we're going to be using those. Now for hands, I want you to either bring them to your waist or start extending them out to either side for more of a traditional warrior two. Now really press into the right heel to activate your wide quads. One more deep breath in. And now here's where the blocks are going to come in handy. Right hand is going to find the block behind your leg. Now it can be on the medium, it can be on the height level, and left arm is going to kind of float up towards the sky. Remember, it doesn't have to go very high. It can still be at shoulder level, but now you noticed that we rotated our shoulders, so there's a little bit more movement there. And turn your head towards your fingertips and breathe. I'm going to take it in the other direction. So reach yourself all the way up. Use some of the belly support. And now left hand goes down and right hand goes up. Again, be very careful with your shoulders. You might even notice that different hand positions help with this. Now wherever you are, see if you can lift and start to bring space into the rib cage and breath there as well. Exhale, come on down and recenter. Bring your right knee in, bring your left knee in. And just kind of wiggle them, wobble them side to side. Let's try that on the other side. So start with the left foot, that's going to give you where your support is. And now reach your right leg back. Remembering the options, you're really grounded into the left hip on your chair. And if you still feel a little shaky, even with your hands on your hips, you can have your hands on your chair as well. No fault in that. Remembering whatever you did on the other side, try it on this side. And just see how it feels. Now let's reach it forward. You're going to find your block. Again, should be right by your left foot. Now, just fill it out. Fill it out with your shoulder. And if at any point there feels a kink, go ahead and stop. When you're ready, pull yourself up using your belly, using your core. Bring your knees together. And again, Find a moment where you close your eyes and feel your body after those postures. When you're ready, open your eyes and bring your blocks in front of you and a hip distance apart. You can choose your height a little bit higher. For this particular posture is harder. Lower heights are a little bit easier, but that's why there are 3 options here. And while you're down there, grab your strap. Now we're going to use the strap to just extend your reach. So place it across your lap to start, and we're still sitting forwards on our chair. Now from there, I want you to lift your right heel up and place it on the block. And this might be enough for you. As you're seeing, we're lifting it up, which is creating a little bit of a forward fold in your body and opening up your hamstrings along the back of your leg. Now, another common reason for back pain is tight hamstrings, because again, our hamstrings can pull the spine out of alignment. So we've stretched the front side. If we stretch the back side, you might find some relief from your back pain. So deep breath in. And when you're ready, grab a strap in both sides and just hinge forward. Stopping at the point where you feel a stretch. If you want a little bit more, wrap your strap around the back of your leg and try to draw yourself in. And breathe. Now, wherever you are, whether you're down or up a little bit higher, I want you to pull into the strap. Pull into the strap and start to activate your core. From there, press into your left foot. Start to lift your right leg off the block. Now, it might just come off an inch. That's okay with me. You might be able to lift it hip height, or sitting back into your chair, you could even get it higher than that. Just breathe here. Wherever you want it. Now really draw your navel into your spine. Find a little bit of support in your belly and in your core. And then I want you to lighten your grip onto the strap and maybe even let go of it all the way. And breathe here. Option is to bring the hands down to the chair. 2 more breaths. And then slowly lower the foot down to the block. Let's try that on the other side. Reach for the strap wherever you dropped it. Left foot comes up. Nice deep breath in, and then start to hinge yourself forwards. When you're ready, using the strap to get a little bit of leverage on your leg. And now you know where we're going. So start to activate your core. And when you're ready, remember you have power here. If you don't want to do this, you don't have to do this. Start to press into your right foot and lift the left foot off the block. Pause for a few breaths here so you're getting used to or accustomed to this position. Now see if you can set the leg in stone and then loosen the strap and even let go of it. Find support if you need to. You can even grab the back of the leg and breathe. When you're ready and you've had enough, lower the leg down towards the block and bring it off. Sit here with your eyes closed, being present. And know that you are not only your best student, but you are your best teacher. And it's moments like these that we can grow from if we know where we're coming from. Beautiful. Now reaching the hands forward as you open your eyes. Swing the arms behind you and see if you can grab a hold of the chair. Now notice the elbows might tend to splay out. I want you to kind of rotate them backwards, squeezing the shoulder blades and coming into a back bend. So roll the shoulders back, puff the heart up, and even lift your gaze. Now you can even take this back bend with your hands on your thighs. You might need to move forwards a little bit more depending on how long your arms are. One other option that you can take, I'm turning to the side so you can see it better, is as your hands come behind you, you interlace your fingers and press them away and press them down. Now this is really limited by shoulder mobility. So again, find what works for you. Even in this back bend, you're still drawing your belly in and you're breathing through the front of your rib cage. Slowly release whatever grip you have and allow your hands to come forward. Allow your shoulders to come forward and close your eyes. It might take a little bit longer for the sensation to diminish. Heart openers are intense. Just take it one breath at a time. When you're ready, open your eyes. Now we've got one more forward fold in our practice. And this one you can choose what works best for you. Spread your feet hip distance apart and bring your blocks down to either side of you on whatever height you like. Now your knees are nice and bent. So we're going to take a deep breath in. And I want you to bring your rib cage close to your thighs as much as you can, coming into your forward fold, reaching for those blocks if you need, reaching for the floor. You've been here before. And give your shoulders a shake. Give your head a shake. Maybe even slight micro bends to the elbows. And breathe. Wherever you are, rotate the blocks to the highest height, keep them about hip distance apart, and sit yourself up. We're going to be doing our final posture, and this is our Shavasana pose. So if you would like, you can take a traditional Shavasana by laying on the floor, but here's an alternative if you're still sitting in the chair. I want you to scoot yourself forwards again. Now I want you to bring your feet on the top of your blocks. And as you notice, when I did that, my knees are now higher than my hips. And laying backwards, find the support of the back of the chair. Hands can come to your thighs, knees, wherever you need them to be. They can even hang down by the side of the chair. Just want to get as comfortable as you can. And then close your eyes. Taking some time to focus on your breath. You can stay here for as long as you would like. You can stay here for as long as you wish, or you can choose to slowly rise on up, lowering your feet down to the ground. Slowly bring your hands to your heart center and know the light and the love in me honors and respects the light in you. Namaste.